Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So I am back with a update on my new job. Last week I told you that I got a new job. Um, and it's what I expected. Also a little surprising and not in a good way. Um, it's not my cup of tea. I'll say that much. And I I really wish it was. I wish I was excited and glad to be going to work. I am thankful that I have a job, like don't get me wrong. But I'm definitely gonna be looking for something else. I just the first day was really hard. I am very I'm a very like observant person, slow to warm. Like it's I'm slow. Slow when it comes to getting acclimated into a new environment. I was also told during my job interview that I wouldn't just be thrown in to work, which definitely was not the case. I got there and she it was pretty much just like this is what you're doing, like go and I tried to be very like with the other person that's there in the management, like, what do you need me to do? Like, what can I help you with? Because I'm hands-on after I've observed and sat. Like, I just don't want to jump in and do things unless it's like super easy and obvious to do. So, but she didn't really give me a lot of stuff to go on. I kind of feel like this person doesn't really like me. Uh, and I don't know if that's just I don't know. I just don't feel like her or the owner really like me. I feel like what they're wanting is a yes person who is really outgoing. And I'm not really outgoing. I'm very, very introverted and I'm not a yes person. I want to please people. I'm a people pleaser, but I will definitely push back if I don't think it's the right thing to do. Like they didn't have like temperature logs and freezer logs that you're supposed to have for licensing. They didn't have like disinfectant. They don't have disinfectant bottles. They just have the three you're supposed to have for those of you not in childcare. You're supposed to have for cleaning three bottles, soap and water, and then bleach solution, which has a weaker bleach solution that you can use in the classroom and after cleaning tables and stuff. And then you're supposed to have another disinfecting bleach solution, which is a little bit stronger that you use for like the bathroom or blood or things like that. Well, they don't have that. And it is like a smaller childcare, but there's just a lot of things that I'm like, I was talking. So the first day was rough. I came home in tears and it was just I just didn't feel like me when the owner got there. Um, I guess it felt like I don't know if this is true, but she called a couple times and it felt like the other person there said that, oh, she's just going around with her notebook and writing things down. And that's how one I remember and write down ideas that I have or things that I see or want to come back to. And when the owner got there, she was very like, you don't have to write everything down. Like, you don't have to write that down. You don't have to write that down. Like, anytime I tried to take a note or refer back to something, she just did not like it at all. Um, and of course, like pen clicking, I do that. It's one of my stems, clicking. She didn't like that at all either. I didn't tell them because I'm not officially diagnosed with autism, so I didn't want to say anything because I do have imposter syndrome. But yeah, it was very hard. I felt like I was not where I belonged and not wouldn't be welcomed either. It's just how I felt on the first day. The second day was a little bit better. Um, and I'm not quite sure why it was a little bit better. But it was a little bit better. I got into a little bit more groove. I tried not to take as many notes and be more in the classrooms and get some projects done that she had asked me about, the owner. And then today, today was really hard. Wednesdays are always hard in childcare because where I'm at, they have late start on Wednesdays, so school agers are there longer. And if you've ever worked with school agers in a daycare setting, they're very obnoxious. And they don't mean to be, that's just how they are. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just for me, they're very obnoxious for me, and so I can only take so much. But I was with them for like 2 hours, and it was hard. And I was outside with them, and just I was out there with them. It was three boys. They're playing, having fun. But there was this dog in the neighbor's yard, and it was excited to see us. And I found myself wanting to interact with that dog and play with that dog way more than I wanted to do what I was doing at that moment. And that's the first time that's ever happened to me. Usually in the past, I love working with kids, even school agers who would usually annoy me at some point. But like, it's not there, that passion, that love, it's not there anymore. And I don't know how to get it back, if I can get it back. So I feel very stuck. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should work with dogs. Maybe just babysit dogs. So, and then I found out that my boss, she doesn't know how to calculate hours. Um, so we was coming in at 7 and leaving at 4 and taking an hour lunch, which if you know how hours work, that's 8 hours a day. It's 9 hours total with a 1 hour lunch break, which is 8 hours. So it's a 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. That's 9 hours minus for lunch. That's 8 hours. That's an 8 hour workday. She does not count it that way. She goes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10 hours minus 1. That's 9. That's wrong. But I didn't have the heart to tell her that she was doing everyone's hours incorrectly. I just feel like there'd be so much pushback. So she wants me to come in at 8. I have to leave early anyway for an appointment, but if that's going to be the case, I'm going to stay later because I'm going to get my hours. I feel like this is going to be a problem. So it's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff I don't want to deal with. Like I'm all done. I don't want to, I just don't want to, I just don't want to anymore deal with this. But that's my update is I have a job. I'm making money. I'm not going to last there. It's just not, I just can't. I can't. I just feel like, and I know it's my first week. I know it's only the third day. Um, but sometimes you just know, can just feel it. Like, especially when the person tells you that it's going to be an uphill battle, like the owner doesn't like change. They don't like they want to be a part of everything, which owners, yes, you can be a part of something, but you can't be a part of everything. You hired someone to run it for you. So get out of the kitchen for a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff, and I don't want to fight with people about stuff or ask for a lot of pushback and stuff because I just I'm just tired of it, honestly. So anyway, that's my update. Hopefully I'll find something better soon. Let's get into the book. The book is here. It's the NPC. If my dog scratches on that door, Dino, go away. Keeps trying to scratch on the door. I'm like, shut up. But let's see. Let's roll to see what we're gonna be doing today. Okay. Need my D4. There you go. All right, D4, we got a 3. That is outskirts and outpost. And then we are going to roll our D6 to see what we get. For that, we got a 4. And that's oddballs and outsiders. So let's go ahead and go there. Gotta go way back in the book. Okay. Oddballs and outsiders. And there's not very many of them in this chapter. I think there's like 10, so we'll do a D10. D10, there you are. And we got a 3. So that is going to be Ja Janus the Half-Handed. Janus the Half-Handed. Their quote is Butterfingers. That's directed at himself. So he is a slim, woolly bearded human man with wild, deep set eyes wearing mismatched adventuring gear. A bit of plate here, a skirt of chain there, a splintered shield, and what appears to be a broken spear. He has 3 fingers on his left hand, which is why I guess he says Butterfingers to himself. For the martially trained, even a passing understanding of armor and weaponry tells you this man has no idea how to wear or wield the items he carries. So he's kind of incompetent when it comes to his armor and weapons. He is a well-meaning sort, aspiring to be the kind of courageous adventurer he admired as a boy, a fact that he won't shut up about. Unfortunately, he has neither the strength of will nor body to pursue such a life. He's terribly clumsy, a fact responsible for numerous accidents involving both himself and others, and is mostly shunned by those who dwell here, as they grow tired of his rambling about adventures he couldn't have undertaken. But they be wise to listen when he speaks of the cavern of the sacred shadow. He found the entrance by happenstance. He may have inadvertently started a planar incursion. Interesting. Wants and needs, Janus is keen to bring others to the entry of the cavern of the sacred shadow, a location he visited in his dreams, but has since convinced himself is accessible through the lake fed by a nearby river. Secret or obstacle. Janus is, in fact, a legendary adventurer, and many of the tales he tells are true. In his last adventure, the discovery of the cavern of the sacred shadow, he disrupted a portal door and was cursed by a necromancer to experience a withering of both body and mind. Ooh, interesting. That's kind of a neat little tidbit. Just got interesting. And he is carrying 7 copper pieces, 11 silver pieces, a map, and a map to the cavern of the sacred shadow. Ooh, so fun, fun. So let's go ahead and see what this man looks like, shall we? I will share my screen. Share screen. Why do I always forget every time? Share screen, share. It's the green one. I don't know why I always miss it. Share. Let's do that. Share. Oh, there we go. There we go. Slow computer. Okay, here we go. All right. So I type that in and let's see what we get, shall we? Ooh. Oh, let's see here. That's definitely not 3 fingers. That's crazy. Oh, I love AI. Like, it's just like ridiculous sometimes. So anyway, this one's not bad. I mean, he's got like kind of the crack shield and he looks like crazed with the eyes and stuff. So it's not too bad. Let's see what else we get. Okay, that one, he's got 5 fingers. There's just 3 fingers that are up. I sometimes feel like this generator doesn't really get the hands really good. They have a hard time with hands. So let's see. This he's got 4 fingers in this one. Not bad. The shield's not really cracked though. Let's see. I love the chain around his neck, the skirt of chain. That's pretty funny. What else we got here? This one doesn't even show his hand. which I guess might be an improvement. The shield isn't really that cracked though. Let's see. Again, I don't understand the hand. That's okay. The hand's funky there. Funky there. Let's try it if we just stopped, or if we took out like the description of how he looks mismatched. Let's try that. Okay. Not a very big improvement here. No, I'm not liking any of these. I will. Let's take away the finger here. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy, AI. Okay, okay, not bad. Yeah, mismatch of ventricle. I wish they would show more of his body, um, but kind of not what I'm looking at or looking for. I don't know. That's not what I'm picturing in my mind. The early runs were closer, but definitely not the later ones. But not bad. So that's a Janus, who is actually an adventurer, even though people think that he's not. So I'm going to stop share. There we go. All right. So I I'll keep you guys posted on the job and finding a new place, and or if this one miraculously turns it around, I'll keep you updated on that too. So we will see. And then I'm excited for not this week, next Friday, actually. Myself, my husband, and my son are gonna go. There is a group starting at some people's house we've never met, but it's a D&D group. And so we're gonna start that, and we're pretty excited because it will be the first time that we've officially played it with other people. We had like an intro board game that my son got when he was a little bit younger, and we really liked that. And we watched Viva La Dirt League, their D&D channel. So hopefully it will go really well. I'm sure it will. I'm really excited. My husband's really nervous, but I'm super excited. And my son has started a D&D club. He didn't start it, but he joined the D&D club at school. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Excited to make my character and all that stuff. So I'll give you guys updates on that too when that starts up. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.